Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Brendan back from Curb Sports. As we have another video, as I'm going to be recapping the Philadelphia Eagles versus Seattle Seahawks game that happened yesterday. The Eagles fell in that game 17-9 to the Seahawks, who have improved to 9-2, and the Eagles fall to 5-6 on the season. Let's just get into it. It was really 17-3. Let's not get it twisted. The Eagles scored a touchdown in garbage time and absolutely nothing. I turned off the game before they even scored that one because it was just such a shit show. The Eagles' offense played so bad yesterday, complete trash, and it starts with number 11 Carson Wentz on the field. He played the worst game of his career yesterday. It was just awful. His stats don't look well. His stats look pretty bad. They're not awful. They're 33 out of 45 for 256 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions, 3 sacks, and a 28.9 QBR. He also lost 2 fumbles. He had 3 fumbles. He recovered one of them. He lost 2 of them. But he was just really struggling. He was making bad reads. He was making bad decisions. And so just some awful throws, missing wide open people. Wide open Sanders out in the flat. He can't hit Goddard on a screen pass. He's throwing in the dirt. I don't know. There was one point in the game where he's staring at Sanders, just staring at Sanders. Sanders is open on 3rd down. He doesn't pass it to Sanders. Instead, he holds on to it, looks for like Ertz or somebody in the middle, and it was incomplete. It was just a very awful performance from Wentz. But now we got to move into the wide receivers. Let's not put this all. We're not putting this nearly all on Wentz. The wide receivers just non-existent in the game. I don't know what the coaching staff has been looking at all year, but Greg Ward looked like the best wide receiver the Eagles had on the field yesterday. Well, how much catches did he have? He had 6 catches for 40 yards. Even though his long was only 9, he looked like the best wide receiver on the field yesterday. I don't know why Matt Collins is still on the team. He didn't even have a reception yesterday. I mean, just atrocious. You need to cut Hollins and keep Ward up on this roster. We'll talk about something like that later, though. Ertz had 12 receptions, 91 yards. You can't get mad at him. He had a touchdown. He's getting triple team, and Wentz was not giving him the greatest balls, let's be honest. You can't get mad at him. But we need Jeffrey and Aguilar back. I know people have been hating on him this year. We need them back ASAP. With Jeffrey in the lineup this year, we are 5-2. With Jeffrey out of the lineup this year, we are 0-4. With Jeffrey out of the lineup, we're barely staying in the game only for a little bit. We are 0-4. We need him back ASAP if we're going to make a run to the playoffs. Moving to the offensive line. Jason Peters looked bad. He looked old. He needs to be cut at the end of the season, or he's going to have to retire or something. We need him off the books. He's cutting way too much salary cap, and he's not that good anymore. He's just too old. He's too injury prone. He usually doesn't last more than 1 game, and then he's out. And Andre Dillard, what a just debacle with him so far. Why do you move him to right tackle? Move Peters over. You move Dillard to right tackle, and this is what happens. The Seahawks players at the end of the game are saying, we know what plays are happening. We could tell what plays were happening. One, that's because the offensive creativity has just been like non-existent as well. No offensive creativity. I could tell you some of the plays the Eagles are running. I'm no fucking football expert, let me tell you that. I could tell you what kind of plays are being run sometimes because they're just so predictable. And they do the same 5 plays 10 million times a day. Oh my god. But anyways, the Seahawks guy knew the plays. He said after the game, we could tell what they were running. You know why? One of the reasons? Andre Dillard is lining up differently based on pass and run because he's not used to playing at right tackle. You could not put a rookie in that situation. That's completely on the 12-inch staff. They pull him out the second half. They put Big V, who is just not good. We won a Super Bowl with Big V, but he's not that good. Foles knows how to get it out fast. Foles knew how to get it out fast. Wentz is holding on to it for way too long, especially with the shitty offensive line we have right now. Johnson was in concussion protocol, but we just learned today he will be cleared tomorrow, and he should practice fully on Wednesday, and then they should play this weekend. So that's good because we miss Johnson a lot. We are very bad without Johnson. Also, Brandon Brooks, unfortunate that he has to miss it. He must have made him play the first drive, but his anxiety was kicking up. It's honestly a shame that he could not be in the game because of mental illness. I put my prayers up for him. I'm very sorry for him. Nothing to do with football at this point. I'm just sorry for him as a person because he is the absolute best. He's one of my favorite players on the Eagles. Kelsey did Kelsey things. He was fine. Nothing to complain about there. Pryor came in. He made a couple nice plays and he had a couple breakdowns. You can't expect anything from Pryor, though. because at this point we had just had so many replacements on the offensive line. I don't know what you expect. There's no chemistry with the team, and Wentz is just holding on the ball way too long, putting way too much pressure on these guys that you just know they are not good enough. The The run game was all right. You can tell. Jordan Howard's the best running back we have, and he has been sorely missed these last couple of weeks. Miles Sanders had 12 carries for 63 yards. I mean, it's all right. It's just we need Howard back. Howard's easily our best one. I don't care if you think Sanders is our best one. Howard is our best running back. The defense could do as much as you could want them to do. I don't know how much else you expected. They had one bad play. I'll give them one bad play. They got beat by a trick play again. There's nothing you can really do about that. It's unfortunate. It's going to happen, though. They got beat by a trick play. They gave up a field goal, and then they've been on the field the entire day because the offense has literally been up to nothing. They gave up a 58-yard to Rashard Penny. Rashard Penny? I think that's his name. Anyhow, they gave up one bad run to Penny, and they blew the game open at that point. It was over by that point. But you cannot only have 3 points going into the fourth quarter. The defense did their job. The only thing I'll say about the defense is, why the fuck are you celebrating in the fourth quarter down by 14 points? God, you just gotta get off the field. You can't be doing that shit. Anyways, an update on the wide receivers. I don't know if they think Aguilar or Jeffrey are going to be back this week, or they want to keep Greg Ward on the roster. I don't know what they're thinking. They think Howard might be back. They think somebody must be back because they cut Jordan Matthews. Jordan Matthews literally done nothing. He comes to Philly. He comes back for his third stint, and it does not work out. Who would be surprised, though? Now we've tried this way too many times. Oh, old player, let's bring him back. Let's see if that'll work. It does not work. It's unfortunate. I like J. Matt as a player. I used to like him as a player. He's just not it anymore. He's probably too slow, honestly, for the way he plays. He's just too slow. But yeah, we'll have to get back this week or next week. The good thing about this is the Eagles' schedule gets really easy. But of course, the way they look these last 2 weeks, I'd be surprised if they honestly make the playoffs at this point. They need to run the table, or they're going to have to hope Dallas loses a lot, which Dallas is not look good either, so that's the only good thing. The Dallas Cowboys lost to the New England Patriots, sort of on some cheesy bullshit, but it is what it is. We'll take it. They lost 12-9 or something like that. I mean, what's Dallas' excuse? Their whole team's healthy, except Cooper might not be healthy, but he's playing at least. So anyhow, we'll have to run the table. We have the Dolphins, the Redskins, the Giants twice, and the Cowboys. The Cowboys game is probably most likely going to decide the decision or decide the division unless something else happens. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'll probably have another Eagles video out this week previewing the game next week. If you guys liked what you watched, if you're an Eagles fan, if you're any of the other fans, any of the other boys are watching, they're going to be uploading more consistently now. Please put a subscribe, ring that bell, give it a like, give it a comment, tell me what you thought I did that shit, tell me what you did, what I thought. Tell me what I did that you think was good. And I hope to see you guys again. See ya.